Well, thank you, Shahin and Katrina, for that very informative report. Before moving on to international news, one must travel far and wide to come across a human settlement which is so remote that it has not seen any of the benefits of technological advancement. Now, News First crew touring Mahianganaya came across such a village.
About 40 kilometers down the Mahianganaya-Dambula road, you come across the Gurupangala junction. The 5-kilometer distance from the junction to the village of Kalukale must be covered on this dilapidated road. R. Subramaniam, popularly known in this area as Dorayaya, guided us on our journey to the village. This is the maximum distance that can be travelled along this road, even in a three-wheeler. From here on, the villagers must travel on this footpath. One must walk about 3 kilometers along this footpath to reach the village of Kalukale. We commenced our journey at about 8 o'clock in the morning. By the time we reached the village, it was 10:30 a.m. There are no visible facilities at the village of Kalukale, which is home to about 100 families. The only resource they have is this natural stream. One of the primary causes for the remoteness of this village is the dilapidated road to reach the village. This is the school where the village children receive their education. The Sinhalese and Tamil people of this village, who coexist in harmony, observe their religions at the shrine and temple in the village. But there are no members of the clergy here. The world is one global village. This is a concept that we hear constantly in the present. But the village of Kalukale is a village of its own within our country.
Starting off your sports bulletin with a look at some cricket news. Sri Lanka Cricket confirmed that former Sri Lankan fast bowler Chaminda Vaas has been appointed as the national fast bowling coach of the team. Issuing a communique, SLC also stated that Michael de Soisa has been appointed as the manager of the team for a period of 1 year.
The communique notes that Chaminda Vaas has been appointed as the fast bowling coach of the team for a period of 2 years. It adds that former fast bowling coaches Champaka Ramanayaka and Anusha Samaranayaka will serve as assistant fast bowling coaches.
There are so many responsibilities I have because I have to get the fast bowlers in the right track. I've seen in past there are so many fast bowlers tend to get injured. Everybody knows that in cricket the most difficult part is fast bowling. So I have to get all the information and put them into a right track and get them to play better cricket. And I'm looking forward to work for Sri Lanka Cricket.
Captain of the Sri Lankan women's cricket team, Shashikala Siriwardana, says that her aim is to increase the standard of cricket played by the newcomers in the team. She expresses views at a media briefing in Colombo today.
The media briefing was convened in view of Sri Lanka's upcoming home series against the West Indies.
We
are looking towards improving the playing standards of the newcomers. That is our aim.
Shashikala Siriwardana also expressed views about the upcoming series against the West Indies.
In 1 days, I think we are ahead of West Indies, but we have seen improvement from players in both teams in the recent past. I think what lies ahead of us is a very competitive series.
The 13th annual Inter-International Schools Athletics Championship will take place at the Sugadasa Stadium on the 1st of March. A media briefing was held today ahead of the meet.
Around 3,000 athletes representing 23 international schools are expected to participate in the Inter-International Schools Athletic Championship this year, organized by Gateway College, Colombo. The meet consists of 130 events taking place over 3 days. Lyceum International School, Wattala are the defending champions of the event. The final day of the event will be broadcast live on MTV Sports, which is the media sponsors for the event.
We have been very successful in the recent years in sports and co-curricular activities. Many of our students represent Sri Lanka and even have gone overseas to represent our country. And the most important thing is that as a group we cater to over 40,000 students and over 90% of them are in fact Sri Lankans. And this we do with absolutely no burden to the state.
In football news, Spanish giants Barcelona will take on powerful Italian outfit at AC Milan in the first leg of the UEFA Champions League last 16 tie. Now thousands are expected to flock to the San Siro Stadium in Milan, and millions at home are to witness the two European giants clash at 1:15 a.m. tomorrow, Sri Lankan time.
Barcelona captain Carlos Puyol said that his team will be punished if they take AC Milan too lightly. Four times World Player of the Year Lionel Messi looks unstoppable for Barcelona, looking to score for the 15th consecutive game for the La Liga leaders. But Barcelona's assistant coach Jordi Roura disagreed with any suggestions that Milan are a lesser team to their team, despite Barca being touted as one of the favourites to win the tournament. Midfielder Xavi Hernandez is back in the Barcelona squad after missing the last two games, but David Villa will not make the trip as he is still recovering from kidney stones. Meanwhile, AC Milan coach Massimiliano Allegri said that his team know exactly what they have to do if they are to beat Barcelona. Despite not having their marquee signing Mario Balotelli, who is cup-tied due to his participation for his former club Manchester City in the group stages, Allegri feels his team can beat Barcelona provided they limit the Spaniards' time on the ball. Milan were forced to hold a fire sale of their top players to try and balance the books at the end of the last season, with strikers Zlatan Ibrahimovic and defender Thiago Silva among those to leave. Alejandro Pato had also left since Milan were eliminated by the same opponents in the quarterfinals just under a year ago, leaving the 7 times European champions a pale shadow of their former selves.
Well, that's a wrap of today's edition of Primetime News here on MTV Sports. I'm Krishna Panditharatna.
And I'm Nadim Majid. Good night and good luck.